By the time I was 13 years old, I ended up leaving home. At the age of 13, I put the first needle in my arm. I already was an alcoholic by the age of 13. At the age of 16 years old, I got my first motorcycle, started getting tattooed up. Really thought I was with the in crowd, a safe place to be. I was convicted of my first felony offense by the age of 18. I really thought I had a good life going.
The stripes you bore for me.
I didn't believe nothing. I don't know what it was that I didn't believe, you know, maybe the devil. But then it was all my fault, you know. I blame myself, I blame everybody, but it wasn't them, it was me. So what happened, I used drugs again, and that's when they took all my kids away from me.
The stripes you bore for me.
My father, living a very tumultuous lifestyle, tons of idolatry involved, you know, money, materialism, lust, pornography. I saw a lot of things. I grew up and I repeated some of my family history, and I fell into a marriage where it was very similar to the one that I experienced with my parents.
The stripes you bore for me.
Affiliated with IGC, which is an Insane Gangster Crip gang, from the time I was 8 years old, and really started getting away from it when I was about 17. It was ridiculous. I mean, I really just disguised my identity. For a while, I just forgot what I even looked like without a bandana across my face.
The stripes you bore for me.
Was molested at 9 years old. At some point after I was 9, I discovered sex, drugs, rock and roll, the whole 9 yards. I started smoking, drinking, partying, rebelled against my parents, ran away from home. 16 years old, I moved out of the house, and it just progressively got worse. Got married at 17, 19, 21, 23. 23 years old, I've been married 4 times.
The stripes you bore for me.
I was doing all right. I was one of those hardcore females that you would call it out there in the streets. I wore certain colors. My color was red. I carried pistols. I was out there, pistols, guns. I was out there shooting. I mean, doing everything that's contrary to the word of God.
The stripes you bore for me.
I was very lost. I was into violence, into drugs, into homosexuality. You know, at one point I even wanted to like kill my mom. I had a gun, you know.
The stripes you bore for me.
Everyone's dream in arena football. And it's everyone's dream in any type of sport that you play or anything you do in life is to get to the top. Your main goal is to get to the top, and that's all you want to do is get to the top. But I didn't know how to get to the top because every time I did it by myself, I would always fall when I get to the top. I would always make a bonehead mistake. I would always end up falling down by myself.
The stripes you bore for me.
Look at the other people in the Bible. They did not have easy lives. They were real people. They had struggles. They really did some ugly things, but God used them. Please don't wait to clean up your act before you trust God. Go ahead and trust God, and He will clean up your act.
The stripes you bore for me.